that big truck, we got bulletproof glass now. Bitch, I turned up, I feel like I want a Grammy. I'm speaking Guapanese, I know he cannot understand me.
So recently my Nintendo Switch has actually started to lag a lot in Fortnite, and I wanted to look at things that I could do to help me get more consistent frames and just have a better overall performance. So I've compiled a list of tips that you guys can use to help you play a smoother game of Fortnite. Now we all know playing on Nintendo Switch you already have that maximum cap of 30 FPS, but there are a few things you can do to help with that. The first one, I'll get it out of the way right at the beginning because I know a lot of people have seen this one before, but this is just for those of you who haven't seen it. If you go into your settings on Nintendo Switch and you scroll all the way down to the bottom of the page, there is a TV settings thing. You click on TV settings. For your TV resolution, you want to take this off of 1080p and drop it down to 720p, and then you want to go to your RGB range and change that from full range to limited range. Now for me personally, it did help out just a little bit, but it wasn't worth it since I'm a content creator. I'd rather you guys look at higher quality gameplay and fuller color, but it does help out just a little bit. So tip number 2 for me is probably the most effective way to reduce your frame, or to reduce the lag and the amount of frame drops that you get on your Switch, and that is managing your friends list. So recently on the Switch, I've been adding a lot of people up, and we've been doing open zone wars and things like that. But the more people that I added onto the friends list, the laggier my game became. And the reason that is no matter what, whenever somebody gets online or goes offline, or they go from being in a game to the lobby, these words continue to change. So if you have a bunch of people on your friends list who you do not play with anymore, do yourself a huge favor and delete them from your friends list. It was the difference was like night and day. When I hopped into a game with all of my friends list deleted, it was crystal clean. Like, I'm gonna show you guys some gameplay on the screen of like Zone Wars and how it looked before I had the friends list deleted and after I had it deleted, and it's literally, you can tell the difference. It makes a huge difference. So delete those people. The easiest way to do it is you want to go onto your PC, the Epic Games launcher, log into your account and do it from there, because if you try to do it from inside the game, there's a friend list bug that continues to take you back to the top of the screen every time you click on a name, and you'll never be able to delete all those people off of your friends list. So make sure you do yourself a favor, get those people off your friends list. If you don't play with them, you know, no harm, no foul. You can always add them up back later. The third thing that you can do to help yourself have better frames on the Switch is reduce the use of animated skins. Now there's a lot of skins in the game that move or interact with you, like they change colors or whatever, or the glowing like camos, glowing pickaxes, things like that. As nice as they are, if you use that on Nintendo Switch, your game is going to continuously frame drop and you're just gonna be playing at a lower performance. So ultimately, if you do want to, you know, enjoy yourself using all the fancy skins and stuff, you can. But if you would rather enjoy a smoother game of Fortnite, then do yourself a huge favor. Take off those skins, use plain wraps, use simple skins that aren't animated and colorful, and the game will run a little bit better. So my fourth tip is more of a gameplay style tip, and that is using a lower sensitivity. Now because you are playing on Switch, you already have the issue of being at 30 FPS. So the higher your sensitivity, the faster the game has to register you swinging across your screen. I only recommend changing this, honestly, if you're a casual. If you're someone that's like looking to sweat and you already play at like 1010 sensitivity, lowering your sense will help control the frames, but at what cost? It depends on it depends on what you're going for. I know a lot of the kids that play at high sense are more creative warriors, so they don't really care about the frame drops that happen in a regular game since they're sitting in creative, just free building all day. But if you do care about the in-game stuff, then 1010 sensitivity, in my opinion anyways, is unnecessary. So if you drop it down to like a 7.7 or like an 8.8, it'll give the Switch an easier time of recording what actually is going on, and you'll have way less frame drops. And my fifth and final tip, honestly, is a play style thing. On Switch, if you try to drop in 50-50 people, your frames are obviously going to start to drop. You guys have noticed it whenever someone gets right up next to you and you start spraying them, the frames go down. So if you can, try your best to space yourself from your opponent. Stay one ramp higher, one by one away. Only 50-50 if you've got them down really low. And those are my 5 tips to help you guys with playing on a smoother Nintendo Switch, playing Fortnite, you know, because it's been tough. We do have hope right now with the Nintendo Switch Pro coming out later this year. It's going to go into production in April. So I'm looking forward to that. I feel like with that console coming out, we'll have a stronger system, we'll have consistent 60 FPS, and it'll be a lot better to play Fortnite on. But as of right now, you need to follow these tips so that you can have a smoother game and play closer to 30 frames instead of sitting at 15 to 20 FPS the entire time. If these tips helped you out, make sure you do drop that like button, hit that sub button, and I hope it really does, because playing Fortnite on Switch is unique. but we've got to try our best to have a better and smoother game. Either way, I hope you enjoyed the video and enjoy the rest of your day.